Meanwhile, oil prices rose on Friday after Iran said it had stopped two vessels seeking to exit Strait of Hormuz, underscoring concerns over global energy supplies following a drone attack on ships in a Mediterranean Egyptian port this week. Oil prices rose more than 1% on Friday, with traders citing the Iranian reports, which followed a similar report earlier this week that was not corroborated. There were no reports of new US attacks on Iran overnight between Thursday and Friday after what was sharp escalation in its war on Iran earlier in the week, with joint US-Saudi strikes on Iranian allied forces in Iraq. And DD India correspondent Akshay Dongre joins us live with more updates. Akshay, with continuous back and forth on war and negotiations, what is the direction in which the West Asia conflict appears to be heading?
But it's a very confusing situation right now, Shubhendu, given the fact that you heard from the biggest military power and their president in front of the world that there is a ceasefire going to take place. There are terms of negotiation that will be implemented. There is going to be diplomacy. There is going to be dialogue as far as peace process is concerned. Then you hear back and forth between two warring factions at times, both claiming that they are looking for peace, both claiming that both talking good about each other. As far as the U.S. president is concerned, he praises during the ceasefire negotiation on the Iranian leadership as well as the Iranian nation as well, and now once again a U-turn, a complete U-turn as far as the earlier promises are concerned, the earlier claims are concerned. A war of attrition now very much, a possibility as far as this entire conflict is concerned. The world read the sigh of relief when the ceasefire was announced because the world had almost reached near an economic catastrophic activity as far as a full-blown war and a regional escalation in a very important part of the world is concerned. It has not been even months that the ceasefire was implemented, and the situation has once again deteriorated to almost the similar levels that we once saw, which had pushed the oil prices up, which had
Right.
caused the global energy crisis, and now the situation once again moving towards the similar kind of direction.
And Akshay, India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has spoken with his Iranian counterpart. Safety of seafarers has taken center stage once again.
But absolutely, and if you look at the global shipping lanes, global shipping companies, and the way we see, especially in this part of the world, most of the commercial ships operating, the seafarers are in majority from India. Majority of Indians take to that profession of being taking to merchant professions, not just the operation of ships, but also as far as the handling of cargo is concerned, the handling of other technicalities that are involved in ships. A majority of the seafarers are Indians, and that perhaps is the biggest point of concern for the Indian government, that the situation for us, for India as a nation, can be dire if the attacks on shipping lanes, shipping ships continue in the Strait of Hormuz, given the fact that tensions are at an all-time high once again. The safety of
Right.
seafarers is going to take a center stage, given the fact that every time the shipping lanes are closed, the first collateral damage in those in these kind of tensions are the seafarers and
Right.
the merchant vessels that are operating in that region. So for us as a nation, not only dialogue and diplomacy and peaceful resolution of the situation is a priority, but also the safety of the
Right.
seafarers who are operating on these ships.
Right, Akshay. There, appreciate you joining us with those updates.